Stanton Gateway in Pyro. Yep. Yep.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP. Please visit us again. Welcome
wait
to the
here
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
for you.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah, I would have to claim
Thank you.
it, and it would take about 15 minutes. Get it up. Well, what I was gonna say was it's actually a Gaslight. So either that or we could take my Zeus to Gaslight, pick up the Polaris there. Last night when you left, right? I was I was at Pyro 5, right? And I was trying to go to the orbital marker, and it made me crash into the planet or crash into something. Either into the planet or into a ship that was like at the orbital marker or something. Something happened, but it was just kind of weird. It was just like, okay. That just happened. Yeah. Well, that's what I was like. I was like, damn. I wanted to fly the Gladiator, man. Yeah. So I wanted to fly it. I was looking at it, while I was on there. I was like, oh, this is pretty nice right here. It's not too bad. Right. At one point, it was considered one of the best dogfighting ships. From what I heard, anyway. Yeah, yeah. What?
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I'm not sure. What's that? Oh, okay. For you to play with. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video with a guy who did that too. Right, exactly. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, I definitely gotta give me one of those. And they actually have like something like that that you can buy already made too. But of course, making it custom. Yeah, exactly, custom. So.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Yep. But yeah, I kind of been on and off all day. Yeah, I think so. I always just put something on just in case anyway. So I was getting on my ship and it made me like I was climbing up the ladder and then all of a sudden it showed me in the cargo hold of the Zeus and then all of a sudden it showed me like floating and then like everything went purple and then all of a sudden fell through the hangar floor and my health is like at 14 right now because it fell all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Like, not sure what happened there. Yeah, definitely not. I'm like below the hangar floor. My ship is still up on on the pad. I'm looking at it. I can look up. I can see it. I can see through the floor to the ceiling, but I'm up under it. But I'm not like floating. I'm walking around. So this is interesting. Have you already gotten into the game, into my game? Okay. Well, the only reason why I asked because I'm gonna exit to the menu and I'm gonna come back. Since I'm not in combat, it shouldn't make me stay there. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just called shops. In these stations, they're just called shops. So you follow the sign that says shops. Oh, they pushed it up to 600. Pushed it up to 600 on the servers, and that's promising because you just follow the signs. It's a like a spray painted sign that just says shops. You just keep following it. You say you're on Ruin, right? All the major hubs like Ruin, Checkmate, Obituary, they all look the same basically. Where are you right now? And you can always use you got your map. You can use the map. Well, I'm just saying, just use your map and F2. Yeah, it's got the names of everything out, so you'll be able to find it. Is that your home station, Ruin? Um, well, no, I was just gonna say, you know, you also got all of your gear in the inventory of ruin too. You, oh yeah, yeah. Clinic real quick, because obviously
Good day. Forget that stress. Just relax. Everyone here at
I'm
Delta RX is going to take
hurting
great
right now.
care of you.
Hello.
Hmm?
Anyone has seen a green and black carryall,
Oh yeah,
please contact the front desk.
it's horrible there. It looks
Attention,
horrible.
emergency staff. An accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
Whether it's a simple case with the symptoms or something.
Right, everything is back right with the world. My health is at 100. Oh, oh, the shoes look like that. The whole thing looks like that. It's kind of interesting. Like torn or something. Interesting. Yeah, that's the first time I seen that. I guess that's like damage to your gear, maybe, or what is that? Huh. Let's investigate this.
Why should healthcare be
I'm in Stanton Gateway.
RN Ashcroft, please calm the front desk.
I told you
RN
I'm in
Ashcroft,
Stanton
contact
Gateway.
the front desk.
You know what I'm talking about? No, Stanton Gateway. No, I'm literally in Stanton Gateway.
Attention, emergency staff. Got an accident inbound. It's a
Quite
pretty big one, so team
literally,
stand by.
my good friend. That's what I was saying. So, we can both head towards Gaslight if we want to pick up the Polaris, or we could take it. I mean, we don't necessarily have to take that shit. It just has, you know, of course,
Welcome
larger
to the
fuel
ASOP
tanks.
vehicle retrieval
So
system.
it's a lot easier to. See, now I
Your
gotta
insurance
claim
claim
the
has been
Zeus
sent.
again. See, that's the stuff that, you know,
Thank you.
those are those little things that's gonna have to get fixed because that's gonna waste, you know, your money and stuff like that. Which I'm pretty sure they'll have all that fixed by the time 1.0 comes
Please
out.
visit us again.
Because until then, it doesn't really matter, you know. Not really. But see, the Stanton Gateway, it's controlled by the UEE, so it's like the cleanest place in Pyro. It's kind of funny. But as soon as you come, you know, as soon as you come out the jump gate, the jump point, the station that's right there, that's where I am.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
30 seconds, and then I can call my Zeus back out. Got my Cutlass red too. If you want to just do like medical gameplay. Well, you'll find out pretty quick. I like to take input from my people, so because we're just playing around, having fun. There's no real direction here. You know what I mean? Because none of this is gonna matter after they push it to live, and live is also gonna be reset. So none of it really matters at this moment. You know. Even the reputation and everything is going to be reset. So we're going to have to like do everything from the beginning. Besides like, you know, all the things you have in your account, you know, all that stuff will still be there.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
And if you ever lost something, then you'll be able to get it back. All right, so let's do this. Let's get in the party together. First and foremost. And then I'm going to turn the audio off on that since we're in Discord together. And hello to everybody watching on the stream. Today I'm riding with my buddy Navy guy again. Yeah, I did notice that. I noticed that it was limited, like to the ammo, because even my Karna rifle, like it didn't have the Karna rifle or the Lumen V SMG. At the one I was going to specifically. Let me go through this one.
Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Go ahead and accept my party invite. Oh, okay. Well, no, it wasn't showing you up there. Okay. Interesting. All right, so I'm turning chat off because I don't want to hear what they're talking about. Let's see. There you are. So I'll meet you down at Gaslight. Do you want to take that, or we can take my Zeus? Zeus would be more compact, and you know, but you still have like the extra firepower when it's manned. And we got like a little bit of cargo space, so we can do like some cargo stuff or whatever. Come on, man. I'm trying to give you some input here. Establishing security. Let's read what this. If you're looking for work and the system would like to help achieve our goal, we are looking for anyone with combat experience to help secure a remote outpost near nearby location address that has been taken over by a group of outlaws. We've tried to work with them, but have only been met with violence and threats. Once complete, we can offer you a variety of new opportunities in this system and beyond. Okay. We also got like 3 medical beacons going off right now. Man, Pyro is a dangerous place. You can make a fortune out here doing medical gameplay. Alright, so we're going to do establishing security. So yeah, you are going to need some firepower.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields on.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to come to you. Oh, okay. You want to go there? Thought we were going to jump in the same ship. So, hold on. Let me see where it is. Track.
Thank you.
It's
Please
like
visit again.
91 gigameters away. Where the mission is at. So it's at Pyro. Oh, it is at Pyro 5. So yeah, we can still go down there. Well, technically it's at Pyro 4. But you know, Pyro 4 is orbits Pyro 5. Hmm? Yeah, we can. That way, you know. But I don't think we really need it, because these are like ground-based missions. These aren't like ship missions anyway. But we can use it because, of course, it's you know, it'll have the facilities that we need too. So yeah, let's just meet at where is it at? Gaslight. Type it in there, search Gaslight, there it is. Down there by where we need to go. Start acting weird on me. On my way. So They can't hear you on the stream again, so everything's been going all right. Which one? Yeah, but I prefer it over the magical appearing of the ship. Me personally, yeah. Yeah, yeah, especially when like you have a ship, it's got to store that ship, and then pull out the other ship and then bring it up. But I think at some point, it's the ground vehicles are supposed to come out like on the side, uh, like a side hangar instead of like the main hangar too. Should make it easier to load up ground vehicles. I do have a Ursa and a Nursa that I can load up into the Polaris too. Just in case. And then if you want, you can put your Gladiator back into the hangar. What, what happened? Don't tell me you fell through like I did. Uh-huh. That keeps taking you over the messages? What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
Pyro 5. It's down there where we're going. Yeah. Yeah, just go there first. Because it's if you're looking at the map, um, it's, for lack of a better way of describing this, if you're looking at the map while it's flat, right? It's south of Pyro 5. So if you just keep going straight directly south, it's right there. But it's in between the orbital um, ring of Terminus and Pyro 5. But it's closer to Pyro 5. So it's just out there in the middle of space. It's not technically like right by Pyro 5. But one thing I did notice about Pyro 5 around this particular area, and really throughout the system, but just around this particular area, like a lot of the places that you can go to like refuel, restock, and repair, they belong to either COP or headhunters. And if you become hostile to one, then that severely limits, it like cuts the places that you can go to in half. Right? Because if you try to go to one, which I was doing earlier, actually they both were hostile to me earlier, just because, you know, I wasn't friendly with either one of them yet. But I didn't get a chance to see the place that you were talking about, though. No, it's fine on mine, you know. Yeah, that does happen sometimes to me too. I'm at Gaslight.
Quantum drive is now off.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Shields are on.
Well, you may have to target the planet, quantum to the planet, and then go to it. Okay. We'll go to the next closest place. Right, so turn it off and turn it back on until you get markers. That's the first step. Yeah, I'm actually at Gaslight. What? Mm, no. Okay, I've never heard of that one. Not in this
Landing gear
patch.
deployed.
Because I mean, I still have mine, so I mean, I don't know what causes it. Landing in Gaslight now.
Engines are off.
Get out of here. Go into the station. For large, so I can get an extra large hanger. And then I'll be waiting on you. I see you. It says you're 105 gigameters away. You're damn. You're halfway across the system. Well, not halfway. Actually, you're not halfway. You're all the way across the system. Yeah, at Terminus. Yeah, you're at Terminus. Yeah, like if you're like, depending on where you are, like you got to be out in space in your ship in order to get the markers. You can't actually get in unless you're actually in a ship.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
So it goes, right?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please
Start from
visit us
port
again.
1. Yeah, what ship did you say you were in? And you may not have enough fuel too, because that's 100. You probably don't have enough fuel. Not 100 gigameters worth of fuel. I doubt it. Because my the Zeus is made for exploration, so it's got like 2 million. How much does yours have? Yeah, that's not enough. Because mine is almost empty by the time I cross Pyro. And that's 2 million. Well, I'm just letting you know that no matter what it says, you don't have enough. So just FYI. Right, right. I had to pull out my Starfarer, you know. I did that. I did that, and then that's what and then I upgraded to a different ship after that. Um, you do, but it's more militarized. The Gemini is the militarized version of the Starfarer. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, um, you know. So depending on what you're trying to do, you know. Hmm? Hmm. That was before they did the refractor on everything too. So I, w- I would I wouldn't doubt it, you know. But I'm pretty sure now it probably and again it still probably won't fill it up. You know what I mean? But because it's not really made to fill, yeah, it's not really made to fill up capital ships. You know, but you'll be able to get to like the nearest place. Hopefully, one would hope. Depending on how far out you are too. Like in a system like this, that's 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 deadly. You know.
Welcome to Rollin Space. Engines are on.
Even though I appreciate the prediction. I need to turn it on. Let's see. Labels. Nav. SCM. Yeah, yeah. Sitting in the cockpit is saying you're experiencing low temperatures. No, I'm not. Where's it got you stopping at? Okay. Yeah, you're like 61 gigameters away from me. You're probably closing distance, you know, but last time I looked at it, that's where it said you should say. I see you moving across the map though. I'm watching you. I'm just sitting out in my Polaris. Yeah, just chilling. Just chilling. That's what I like about this big baby. I can pretty much go anywhere and just kind of chill. I don't have to worry about engagements as much. Unless it's like another Polaris. You can. Yeah. You choose you in the map. You just select the party member, just like you do a location, and it'll pop up, give you the estimated route or whatever. But again, it's only going to do it if you can actually make the trip. Like it won't even let you stay targeted to it if you don't have enough to do it. And which is actually a good feature that they added because so many people were getting stranded because they weren't really paying attention to how much it cost for them to go to a certain place. They would just get stranded out there. And me, I'm people. I got that happened to me once. And then I learned. I was like, oh yeah, no, I can't do this no more. I'm at just come to Pyro 5 once you get fueled up. Um, but I'm at what's it called? Gaslight station. It's a space station. But we actually have to go back towards Pyro 5. See, I went past Pyro 5 to this station because that's where my Polaris was. That was the only reason why I came here. We actually have to go to Pyro 5, and then there's a location over on one of the moons.
Quantum drive is now on.
That what? Mm-hmm. I don't know. You might want to check your key binds. Sound like some of your key
Quantum
binds
drive
are
is
kind of
now
messed
off.
up. Want them just cut off for no reason. Keyboard.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to be careful too. Sometimes they're like your cursor could be one place and it's like lighting up the button somewhere else. Yep, you're right. That happens to me too. I don't want to hit the planet, so I'm not gonna. Wiggle.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, it should. You know, in a system like Stanton, it's perfect. You know what I mean? But in a system like Pyro, it's like, yeah, if you upgrade like the components, obviously, yeah. I mean, you can be a whole lot better. You know, like everything that I have is still stock. I don't think the only ship that I actually did some like upgrading to was my Connie. Uh, and I used to do it a lot. You know what I mean? I used to because my number one in the org, he does that. Like he looks at the components and creates the best builds for it and stuff like that, and so all that stuff he'll be he's like the quartermaster, so he'll be handling that side of things. Um, a little bit later in the development of the game. So there will be like, and we'll have like components for people, you know, that do certain things anyway. Yeah. MM. Yeah, because I'm just chilling at Fuego right now. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, I moved from Pyro 5 over here. FUE, go. Can't wait till they get the new planet tech and everything too. That's gonna be nice. Once they get over this milestone right here, the things that they're gonna be adding to the game are really gonna start to add substance to the game, and that's what I'm excited about. I always say you should rip the band-aid off, especially when it comes to implementing the new system, which they're pretty much doing in PTU. But once it get to a certain point, then I'm okay with them pushing it to live and live getting optimized after that. Because technically that's the actual alpha. This is just a test of the alpha. So, you know, I'm not really concerned with it, but it's definitely a good measure of where they are in the development. So, I told you. Oh yeah, no, you had to stop and refuel. It wasn't gonna make it directly from there. Uh, I don't know about that one.
Shields are up.
Finger. See if you can fit her in there. Yeah, I would think so too. Let me change that. Oh yeah, I got mine on turbo. I can't wait till the planets actually spin, actually rotate, the clouds actually move. Yep, you just passed by. You just flew by. It took some time for it to load in for you. But yeah, anytime you probably want to slow down anytime you get close to something like that, just in case. Be the smart bet. I am in third person, so it would have been it would have been traumatizing to watch you blow up on my ship like that. Yep, you just did it again. Slow down there. You're just sitting there, so. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna hit you. I can see you. I'm looking at you, so. You weren't anywhere close to me. No, that little bitty thing is not even close. Now you're right above me. Yeah, I like the little meta pen too. You were all the way in, though. It didn't look like you were all the way in. Nah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I meant. That's what I was looking for. To see if you were all the way in. Yeah, but the actual hangar door is above it too, so. Nope. You're fine. You're all snug. Snug as a bug. Okay.
Weapons system is off. Shields are off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Big body of water right there. That's nice. 4. 5 is the gas giant. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I'll probably shut the stream off in a little while, and we can go check it out.
Quantum drive is now on.
Cause I wanna do an in-depth. Would be on the dark side of this. I hate going to the dark side of planets and moons.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah. Um. Let me see if you can get it. So make sure you're out. Make sure you're out of the remote turret. Not you don't have to get out the seat. Just out the remote turret. Okay. There you go. The remote outpost.
Shields are on.
Probably not going in on foot, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know honestly, because this is like the preliminary mission. So I haven't done any of these before, so I really don't know what to expect. But we may have to. That's what I was telling you. Did get guns and everything, right? Okay. Well, I mean, as long as you got enough to get in there and kill some baddies and get another gun, you know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? But this is, I mean, there's a location right there. I just don't know what it has or anything like that. And then there's a remote outpost that's close to it. Now, everybody watching, if you're watching this in the video or watching this live, um, this is kind of what you have to expect in 1.0 when there will be like clusters, what they call clusters of locations next to each other. You can see out in the distance that red light out there. That's another area. This is an area, and this is an area. This is like the main area right here. So there will be clusters of areas that just are around a specific location based off of whatever they do there or whatever. So this is kind of like showcasing that. I think you can do it if you're the only person, but not if somebody's like flying the ship. I think only the person who's flying the ship can do it. No, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I was doing it last time we were playing too, but I'm trying to figure out maybe that was because nobody was in the pilot seat and we both were in like turrets. Yeah, that's also a possibility because it was a actual physical turret. Turn on. I'm just gonna get her as close as I can without crashing her. Well, I don't like the dark side like this because it's just hard to see.
Landing gear deployed. I'm trying to see if I can't get us a little closer. Wait, I don't either. I'm just talking about the terrain. I think we can land right here. Clear remote outpost. Landing complete. Engines are off.
Right, just right here, the elevator. You just take the elevator. Just leave right here. Since the elevator, you can get in and out of the ship here. Checking the perimeter.
Okay. That sounded oh, it's one of those. This is one of those birds. Is that your sniper? Go for it. They're just running around up there. What the hell is going on? It's well, I think there's like invisible walls. So you're probably hitting a wall. Because, well, I, you see how it's bouncing off of something. There's a wall right there. It's not, it's just invisible. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not loaded in fully yet. So I wouldn't. Did you set you didn't even set your regen to the Polaris, did you? Oh, okay. So you'll still come back in. Okay. If you log out and log back in, maybe it should like bring you back right there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you didn't see that there was no ground right there. I mean, that's why I was looking. That's why I was trying to say like there's invisible walls. No, I mean on my screen on the stream, there wasn't. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it wasn't there. Like yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know how that. You were in combat, right? No. Because it's definitely not completely loaded in. So they have the upper hand. Uh, what did you do? Backspace? Some form. Yeah, I can see. I can see your hip. going back up into the ship for now because it's bugged. Well, so now the little pips popped up. Well, I mean, like I said, it's bugged. Yeah, it's bugged, so not gonna worry about it. It was just, again, it was my first time doing this. I mean, it's not. Oh, it's only 50. It's 55 left. How did it become 55? I killed one, and that brought it to 89. Now it says 55. Either that or because I think they tried to throw a grenade at me and they probably blew themselves up.
Engines are on. Takeoff complete.
Tight. I mean, do you have a ship that can come or no? Contract failed. All right, whatever. I was about to go get in the torpedo. I was for the torpedo. That would have took everybody out. I had put it on VTOL, let it sit in the air, go to the torpedoes, and let it rip. All right. Right, you know.
Landing gear raised.
So I'm gonna go back into orbit. Well, it was a cool little place. If it would have loaded all the way in, I think it would have been even cooler though. I actually liked that. That was pretty nice. Because the way that it was, the way they had it, where you would have had to engage them. You know what I mean? It seemed like it would have been very challenging. You know. It may have a better chance than the med pen. I don't know. You just have to, because they changed the values on the tanks, so I don't know what each you know ship looks like. You know, but I don't think the Retaliator is made for that per se. So who knows? You know, always just hop in there and find out. Right, right. Well, I mean, not. I mean, you can literally once you hop into the once you hop into it and you try to route yourself, you can tell whether it, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it also has like the numerical value too, where it'll say this much out of this much, and that lets you know too if it can make it. So chilling at
Shields are on.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely won't fit. I mean, I still have. I mean, your terrapin is still in here, so I mean, you couldn't put both of them in there anyway. But you don't necessarily need it for that. You can just take it to the nearest, you know, place to store it, and I can meet you there because the contract failed. So I mean, we don't have anything that we're doing right now per se. So you know, you're really just coming back. That's why I say if you just got something that just can make it over here, or I can head there. You know what I mean? I mean, it really doesn't matter either way. Gladius just chilling out here. Parts it has. Everything is offline. Uh, Again, I mean, it's up to you. Can you get anywhere, or do I need to come all the way over there and get you? Well, we can either meet. I mean, that's the primary goal at the moment, just to get you back on board. I'm not really. I don't have a mission. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying I don't have an actual objective at the moment other than to get you back on board. So I'm yeah, I'm still at the same place. I haven't gone anywhere. I mean, you said you could see my pip, right? So you should be able to see me. So right. So wherever, what are you jumping in? I guess is the first question. You did the retaliator. How far can it go? Well, just try to set it where I am now and see what it does. Yeah, you do. I'm in the same place. Yeah, I mean Pyro 4 orbits Pyro 5, so it's either one is fine. It doesn't really matter because that's the general vicinity I'm in. So I mean, I may fly around to other places while I'm waiting on you. You know what I mean? But I'll be here. So What but I just want to see if that ship can make it, or do I need to meet you like halfway? Because I can meet you halfway and pick you up too, and then we can fly out. All right, well, cool. I'll meet you there then. Sounds like a plan to me. Turned up the graphics a little bit, and the clouds look crazy on this moon. It's well, actually, this is a small planet too.
Shields are off.
This is how long does it say it's gonna take you?
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, you should be pretty fast. Did you hear that they
Quantum drive is now off.
they made it where you can't buy a military grade from anywhere? Not really. I mean, that's where it was going anywhere, because I mean, technically it's not available to citizens anyway. Now that is a good question. They probably will.
Now on. Quantum
Um,
drive is now
yeah, I mean, just because they're doing a full wipe, I would say yes. Everything will be defaulted back to its default state. You know what I mean? Just because. No, they said it's gonna be it's supposed to be a full wipe. Right, which would be everything, right? I mean, it I guess it would be just a matter of interpretation, but in my mind, items means anything that you bought, like anything. You know what I'm saying? To me, yeah. Right, which I would consider that to be an inventory item, even if it was like already installed, just because you bought it, right? That's to me. I don't think it's just the things that are in your inventory, because that would include the things that you bought from the store, right? I don't think it. I don't think they mean it in that way. I think they mean it in the sense that it's the items that you bought. Anything that's extra, that's not attached to your account, is going to be gone, which includes like bought. And but see, this is the thing about that, right? Because whether or not they do it at that particular moment, right, could be up for debate. But eventually, that's how it's gonna be anyway. Because unless you got a pledged ship that is already military grade, because according to the lore of Star Citizen, you don't have access to military grade stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to literally get the reputation to be able to actually get that. You know what I'm saying? But what they were saying was not just that you can't buy it. It's actually you have to get their drops now. So their rewards for, like, I think they said specifically the contested zones. Like when you go into the contested zones, you will get like certain rewards, and military grade equipment is going to be one of those rewards. So it's not that you can't get it, you know what I mean? It's that it's going to be a more rare item to get, in general. But if you want to be able to like get it from like the source, you have to build the reputation to do it. Same principle. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a drop. That's a reward, right? So that's the only way you'll be able to get it outside of building the rep up with, you know, the Navy. Uh-uh. What's that? Hmm. Oh, no, I never heard of that one.
Shields are up.
But again, you're probably going to want to. Do you want to store your ship, or are you just going to leave it out there? Well, the immediate trade-off, right, is time. In order to claim the Polaris, if you don't pay the expedited fee, you got to wait an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, you can do that, right? But then you have to wait. So, like, if you're actually actively engaged in something, that's not going to be the move, right? So, what that translates into and how they can implement that in a way that makes sense, the expedited fee would include the cost of replacing all that stuff, right? Right. And if that's the case, then it would be more expensive to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then that will force people to make a decision. Is it worth it to do it this way, or should I just buy it from the store once I get the ship? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, time is going to be more. When I look at this game, like you said, like the time it takes for something to come out of the hangar. To me, time is going to be more valuable, just like real life, than the money per se, right? So for me, it'll be worth it for me to get it in a more convenient way. But I have to have the wealth. I have to have the wealth in order to do something like that. You know what I mean? You said what now? Yeah. But I'm lit up. I'm lit up like a Christmas tree right now. So, again, and this is what I tell people a lot, and in the stream and also in the org, like this is going to be a strategic game. This is not going to be one of those games you're just going to jump in and you just go, okay, I'm just going to jump in something, go out there and do something. No, you're going to literally have to think about every move that you're making. Just like it's going to be literally like a sim, like a space sim, right? Where you're going to have to like think about what you're doing before you do it. Like, what is the cost of losing this Polaris in an engagement, right? Is it worth me bringing it out? Or should I bring something that's less expensive of a cost in time and resources? You know, those are going to be the things that we have to consider when it all boils down to it. Hold on a second.
Radar contact.
All right, I'm back. At the break of dawn. You down there? You're as close as you can, so you can. You still jumping out, or what you doing? There's one on both sides. There's a cargo ramp on both sides, and there's a if you want to EVA to the actual docking collars on both sides too. So, but it's up to you. Just let me know. I'll open the cargo bay if that'll be easier. Big one. See you. Little tiny speck. Yeah, that takes you up to the hangar, and then ship is red to me. Hmm? No, no, your ship, your retaliator.
Target acquired.
How many missiles it'll take to destroy it? Or you want to hit it with a torp? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go to the torp room. Are you going to the torp room or you going? Oh. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I always lock it when I'm in here by myself. Good practice for you to do.
Radar contact. Target acquired.
Alert. Red alert. I know, right? It's your ship.
Check fire.
Let's check fire. I'm gonna give you a crime stat for destroying your own ship. Yeah, I should, because you don't have any right now.
Weapons system is off. Check fire.
There you go. You got max power.
Check fire.
See how much it takes.
Check fire.
They're pretty tanky now.
Check fire.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's not it's not getting red. You know, it's getting red when it hits it, but it's not staying red, which Means it's pretty good. It got pretty good whole defense at the moment.
Check file.
Okay, it's red in certain places now.
Check file.
Damage
Check
is down.
file. Check file. Check file. Check file. Check file. Check file.
Yeah, they're not easy. Of course, if you had
Check
more
file.
more guns on it, of course, and the ones, see, you're on the repeaters at the bottom, but the cannons
Check file.
on the top, they're a lot stronger than that. Even though that one shoots more
Check file.
at one time, but the cannons are very powerful.
Check file. Check file. Check file. Check file.
It's a good investment for whoever has one.
Check file.
Yeah, it's just
Check
whole
file.
strength. I mean, it's just the because I mean, it's a military ship. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally made to
Check file.
to engage multiple
Check file.
ship. Boom, there it is. Did it give you a crime stat? Well, probably not, because I think you have to, like, you would have to put, yeah. I mean, it didn't blow up. It's soft death right now. It's still there though. Hmm. Yeah.
Shields are off.
Hmm. Yeah. They haven't always been like that, but right, exactly. Can you put like one side torp and the other side cargo? Yeah, I'm kind of full of them, so I've kind of pride myself in that.
to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
No. No. It's like, oh, well, I did just see something. I think that's your ship. Yeah, that's still the ship. Take my, like I said, because you didn't blow it up, you just soft deathed it. So technically, in the real world, somebody would be able to come by, repair that, and then fly it away. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I think they're wasting time to make up new ones. I think all of the ships, because if it gets to the point where it comes out, that means they've been developing it for a while. I mean, it's because it's a process. I mean, it takes a long time for them to develop a ship in general. Hmm. But well, so again, and it depends on the ships that we're talking about. And I had a conversation with somebody about this before too, but because what the director was saying, some ships are just not going to come out until the gameplay that is associated with it comes out. For instance, like the Polaris is the first combat capital ship to come out, right? But technically, there is no gameplay for it per se, even though people use it for gameplay right now. But there is no real gameplay for this because technically it's stronger than anything that's in the game. So hands down, it would beat anything, you know, head to head, right? Um, so certain things are not going to come out because there are other things associated with it. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily because they don't want to put it out, you know. Right. Well, I mean, there is no I mean, transport is not a thing yet either. Like transporting people is not a thing yet. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. They have ships already in there that serve no purpose other than to just fly them. So instead of just continuously putting out ships that can't be used for the purpose that they're made for, right? Because yeah, anybody can argue, okay, well, I can just fly it around the universe, okay, but does that mean they should actually like focus on bringing it into the universe? Not necessarily. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where like, you know, when you're making those types of decisions, right? When it's right. What about? there is no that level of mining is not in the game either. Like that's literally like that's not in the game yet. There is nothing that big for you to mine right now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like certain things just don't fit into it at the moment, but the good thing about that, right? Hey, what's going on, Marcus? Good to see you. Welcome back, man. Glad to see you back in the verse. No, no, I'm here with my buddy. We're just talking. We're talking in the Discord. So, uh, right, we talking ship at the moment. But yeah, how's it been going? But yeah, to your point, I mean, and I get it, like, cause I got ships that I'm waiting to come. I really, I was happy to hear that the Polaris was one of them, right? Cause I knew I had it, so I was like, oh, well, that's great, But there are some other ships I got that's not coming out yet, So, as much as I would like them to be there, I know that it would just be for show. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, I- am not really I'm not really pressed to get it because people would just hate on it and try to destroy it anyway. Cuz I got it. So people would just try to destroy it anyway, but all right. Yeah, well see, and that's the thing like well there is, right? You got service beacons. I mean, there is medical gameplay, but it's not at the level of having like a capital sized medical ship. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not at that size. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's not at that size yet. But you got the red, you got the Cuddy red, you got the Metapen now. Uh of course you got what's the other one? You got the Nursa, right? So you got these vehicles that kind of right, right, of course, yeah. That's been out for a while too, you know. But yeah, Marcus says he's mad about the Zeus MR. Yeah, my buddy Cowboy, he has the MR too, and he feels the same way about that, and yeah, I mean you could argue now that's a ship you could argue that there is a there is a purpose for that, right? Because it's you know the class of ship that it is, it could very well fit into the universe pretty easily, you know. Um, but but you see what I'm saying? There are um, Navy guy was just saying for everybody on the stream, he was just talking about how they don't have the drone beds and everything. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's still parts of it that's not really initiated in the actual game yet, which would be if you were the director, right, the game director, you're looking at this and saying, okay, well, is it going to be what's going to be if like part half of the function of the ship is not even going to be functional, then I would prioritize and say, well, let's put these other ships into play before we do that one because it's contingent. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's contingent on a gameplay loop. But see, those ships, I would argue for that particular point, the ships that do have drone bays and whatnot in it, right? For those who can't hear them talking, I gotta say your argument so people know what I'm talking about. But uh, for the ships that do have it, right? It doesn't. The gameplay of the ship itself isn't made like 75% of the ship is still usable or more, right? Without that. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I mean by that. Like, you have to gauge it from a standpoint of the usability of the ship. Yeah. Medevac. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Which, but see, and this is another part. See, people, again, and this goes into the technical side. Again, me being a developer, I understand this a little bit more than a lot of people would, right? Because certain systems. So if 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 there's, yeah, I'm a developer. So not a, no. I don't, not games at all. Application software. So even though it could easily translate into this, but I don't do this specifically, and I would love to do it. Well, I'm just saying I would love to do it too. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that either. But what I'm just saying is that I don't have that specific experience, so I can't tell you specifically. But what I can tell you is when they say things like we're keeping this for a later date because of like the system that it needs to be in place, it's probably because if they implemented that, it probably would be broken in a way where you couldn't really use it anyway. You know what I mean? Because the system itself is not in there. And they were just talking about during that bases and outpost video. In the video that they were talking about, they were talking about the drone gameplay, and it's close to getting put into here, but it's not there. The first thing that's going to have to happen, which is what 4.0 is those base systems, the RMQ, the server meshing, right? The mission refactoring, right? System, okay? All of those things have to be brought in, stabilized before they can start moving on to systems like that. It doesn't mean they're not in development because they are in development, right? He confirmed that. He said that they are developing certain things with the drones, right? But it's not fully fleshed out. Like it's not even close to being fully fleshed out. So, when you think about it from that standpoint, then it will be there, but you just got to give it time. And it may not be high on the priority list because there are other things that need to come before that. Mainly, these main systems need to be implemented first. You know what I mean? Like that's like, I mean, that's the focus. So when we're looking at this and we see them focusing on that, that's the why, you know. And it's obvious from a certain perspective, but most people look at it from the perspective of themselves, which is okay, right? Because that allows you to give them feedback, right? So that's great, but you still have to take a step back if you can, take a step back and look at it from the big picture too and say, okay, well, I get that we need to get this first, right? But I want them to prioritize, and it's okay to say what you feel. You know, it's okay for you to say, "Hey, I want them to prioritize this," but you have to concede what you don't know in any argument. You know what I mean? Like you can't say that, but you have no idea what it takes for them to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like that to me, that's not rational. I can't make that argument against them because that's not a rational argument. I can't say, "Oh well, I know what they need to do," because I mean, really, I don't. You know, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what. Yeah, I know everybody's watching this. Like, could you please just move? Cause you're just sitting there. Right. Triage. Yeah. Hmm. Kinda. Yeah. same ship and model, but they're different. I forgot what the differences were, but they were different. Because I was actually considering buying one of them. Uh, yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. I was considering buying one of them, but I was like, well, I probably end up just buying it, in real life. Well, not in real life, but in the game instead of real life, because it's probably not going to be that expensive. So, and when I say expensive, I don't just mean like in-game currency. I mean like what I'd have to do to get it. You know what I mean? All things considered. Yeah. Yeah. What? Well, yeah, I'm headed that way. I'm just taking a roundabout way to go that way. But why? What are you trying to?
Auto drive is now on.
Yeah, I'm just going around to each one of the because I like the way they did this. Like there's a lot of moons around this, and also another planet, which through the lore, is believed that it collided and you know and became stuck in orbit around Pyro 5, which is pretty interesting to me. Why does it look like this? It looks like a smoky ball. Hmm. You said what now? I mean, I'm just here. Where am I supposed to be? That's where we are. It's on the other side. Why did it take me here? Okay, let me see. Okay, there it is. Look for the orbital marker. Anyway, yeah, so,
Drive is now on.
you know,
Drive is now off.
everybody has their preferences about what they want, and that's okay. But unfortunately, everything, you know, I, and I tell people this too, and I've been telling people this, since they started moving into the polish for Squadron 42, right? Um, nah, I have to go around this moon to get there. But matter of fact, let me do this because it'll give me the most direct route to do it. Thought I had already. Oh no, we are here. It says we're here. It says that we're here, but we're not here. That's interesting. Hmm. Well, I'm just tripping because now it's saying that it's on the other side. So let's yeah, about that. Anyway, what was I saying?
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not a planet though, right? I mean it's a now we're here.
Throttle drive is now off.
Right. We are. This is the light side. You need to go to. You need to go around further on the light side. Right. Let me just get to full speed here real quick. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. No, I have that disabled in this because this is for everybody. But are you looking at my stream? Oh well, it's already up. I'm just waiting for it to catch up on your side. Just sitting here looking at sitting here looking at it. I see I see black swirls, orange, orange marks. I mean, it just looks desolate, to be honest. Well, I mean, I could see it too. I could see the stream too, but I don't know why it's like you might have to hit like live to bring yourself back up to the live point. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you said the light side, right? I'm just staying on the light side. Yeah, I'm just staying on the light side right now. Remember, there's a delay, so remember there's a delay, so you're saying it at a different time than I'm doing it. So, well, looking at the map as it is right now, there's a north side, south side, west side, east side. Which way are we going? Okay, so okay, right there. Yep. Yep, I see it. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I won't do it right now, but you know, we'll, like that. If I do, I'm gonna stop the stream to do it, but okay. But I got you. We'll do that. We'll do that at a different time. No, you can't use the UEE because yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go see what's over here, what this looks like.
Auto drive is now on.
Derelict
Auto drive
outpost.
is now
Yeah.
off.
The only thing that's on here, really, honestly. It's tripping because it's so foggy. Shit, man. Like a cutlass. Can't tell which type it is. There's another player over here too. Confusion.
Shields are on.
Nah. Yeah, well, if you turn it off, I mean, there's ways to do it, but I mean that type of gameplay is not really in per se. Right. Hmm. Yeah. No. Looks like on the rim of a crater. I've been out here before. Well, that's what I'm saying, because there's an atmosphere. Because that's how that fog is here. I don't know what it's made out of, though. But I mean, ultimately, it really wouldn't matter. Yeah, somebody's using it for the med bed. Blow it up. I know, right? We'll let him live. We'll let him do his thing, whatever he's doing. Might be somebody creating some content. Gotcha. Right. Yeah, but I mean, all that's gonna change, you know. So, you know, it'll. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot different, um, based on the physics and the, you know, the conditions of the planet or whatever, moon, planet, asteroid, whatever it is.
Shields off.
It just, you know, you just gotta weigh the pros and cons, like whatever, you know, what, because there would have to be some type of benefit to it. You know what I mean? Like, just being out of the way is not really like, you know, it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs to have some sort of strategic benefit to whatever it is, whatever you're gonna do. But they did a really good job with this system. I have to give it to them. Skybox, which is not really a skybox, but you know, the sky, yeah, the skybox looks amazing. I just love all the dust clouds, and you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so where you want to go to? I know you got to get ready to go. All right. So gaslight is down here. What's that? Well, yeah, I mean they already. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think what they've talked about was, I mean, you'll be able to, the idea, the ultimate idea is that you're going to log in and out from exactly where you were at all times. The true meaning of persistence. So if you're in a multi-crew ship, right? Then you'll log back in without having to actually do a quote unquote bed log. Like you won't literally have to go to the bed to do it. You can be standing in one spot and then log out, and then when you log back in, you'll be standing in that exact same spot. Now the only contingency to that, right, would be if you log out in the ship and that ship is no longer out when you log back in, then obviously you're gonna have to default to whatever location, you know, what I mean? Wherever the ship was, I guess, docked at, or they can do it where it goes back to where you're from, whatever. But well, go ahead, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that'll be a funny sight, definitely. But
Shields are off.
what's going to be implemented more than likely in that particular situation is a queue. Like you're not going to be able to like all come in at the same time. That's not going to happen, right? Because that would cause
Docking request
a
approved.
issue. I mean, that's another way, but again, you don't have to be in the bed to log out. You know what I'm saying? So no, I get what you're saying. Like if the crew capacity is at max, then nobody else can log out from that ship. Right. You know what I'm saying? So not necessarily tied to the bed specifically, but the crew capacity, right? Yeah, I get what you're saying. And that's one way. Again, there's a couple of ways, and that's the whole point. We give them feedback about what we feel like would be the best way. But for me, I'm looking at it like, honestly, I would just put a queue, you know, or even a dialogue box that says, would you like to log back in from your last location or from your home location, your home hangar? Because they're already testing logging in from the hangar anyway, right? So that would be your option. Do you want to load in from your last location or from your home location? And then you get to choose if, and that's only, and again, this is an if situation, that's only if that location is still available. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, that's what it's going to boil down to, is if that actual location is available or not. Like, because if you log out and they, and like what I'm doing, they put their ship up, then what are you logging back into? You know what I'm saying?
Automated docking initiated.
You're not really logging into anything, so it would automatically make you go back to, or because you got to think about it like this: the system that will be in place, and when you think about the lore of the game, right? Literally, they might even give you the ability through
Docking
either
complete.
um,
Engines are off.
paying for it or from some type of achievement or something like that, because I know he did mention people getting like those warranties based off of like achievements and stuff like that in the game, right? And land deeds and all that kind of stuff. So if that's the case, then you can literally like get like the ability to have more spawn points, right? Like because of your citizen status, you can have multiple spawn points. Or if I have a specific place, like if I have an outpost and we got an org base and we got a ship and you got your ship out there somewhere, right? You can literally choose and say, okay, I can log into any one of these. It'll pop up with a dialog box and say, these are your options for logging in. Because I mean, technically, with what they have right now, they could do that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's something you could literally do now. But with the systems that they will have in place, that that will make a lot more sense. You know, because I mean, you already have the ability to like reach in different places. So I mean, it's not gonna break the game for you to be able to like do that. You know, but that's just my thought on that. You know. Are you gonna fly? Oh, you already got out. I was gonna, yeah, I was gonna ask, was you gonna fly your ship out? I know, right? Right, right. Which is enough, because if I'm flying this somewhere, and then I want to go into a tight spot, you know, uh, then see, you had it on emergency lighting. I like it on the auxiliary lighting, because it makes it real dark in there. All right, stream. I am about to shut it down, and we're about to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support, Marcus. It was good seeing you, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, and everybody else. Thank you for your support. It's always appreciated. Yeah, if you got any questions about anything, or you guys want to talk about anything at any time, please feel free to either put it in the chat or put it in the comments after the video is posted, and I'll go back and check the comments and try to respond to everybody with my thoughts. And yeah, so with that being said, we'll see you on the next one, and y'all fly safe out there.